I think people have got to remember that he's like my best friend, and if there was 3 people agreeing, it wouldn't be a funny show. So I certainly take on the role as class bully. Steve takes on the role of professorial mediator, but it's just to get the best out of Carl, and he always wins. I can tell you, he says something, and there it is. There we got it.
I get the impression that you don't really care what Ricky's saying to you. I just get the feeling it's not like you go home at night worrying about it.
No, I mean, you got to remember I'm 37. I'm not like going on to my mum and dad going, "They're picking on me again." You know, I'm 37, and sometimes I say stuff back, don't I?
Yeah. And it's made him £1 million.
That's it.
That's there.
Bloody hell.
No, but it's not. It doesn't bother me anymore. I've got used to it. I mean, it started off slowly.
But as anyone who doesn't realise it's with his blessing, he wouldn't do it again. We've known each other now for 10 years. Me and Steve have known each other for, I don't know, 12, 13 years. It's like, that's what mates do. That's how I was brought up. That was the whole thing. You poke someone until they come back. And you don't mind if they come back with a zinger.
No, Rick, if you want.
I can poke him now.
I don't like it when they both do it, because that's what happened at XFM that day when you both were having a go at me, and I said, right, forget it, and I left. That's the only time when you pushed me over the edge.
Yeah.
When I left, I went and got a train and went to
Hastings.
Hastings as a train.
Remember that?
Yeah, he's still
Remember the famous
again.
Hastings incident?
Yeah.
What, during the radio
Yeah,
show?
about 15 minutes to go, I said, forget this. And I went,
But then
I
he
turned
came
my
back.
phone off, and then got to Hastings, had a walk along the pebbles and that, put the phone on, he left a message going, "You seemed a bit down today, mate. Was it something I said?"
Was it something I said? I've been winding up for 2 hours and I said, was it something I said?
You were planning to go to Hastings. You didn't just go to Hastings on a whim
No,
that day.
I called up Suzanne and said, I've had a bad day today.
Let's
go. Let's go to Hastings, get away from it.
And then he said, "You'll never wind me up again. You'll never break me again." I don't think I ever have I?
Nah.
I think what we have done, and this might have been a coincidence, but I think we've inflamed his quest for knowledge. He still finds out his own things. He still believes in what he believes in, whatever we say. But at least now he's sort of belligerent in what he wants to find out.
I disagree, Rick. He's not learned anything.
No, I think he has.
But as you said, you say by your own
picked up
admission.
some stuff.
By your own admission, you say a fact goes in the air, and you have to lose another fact in order to make space for the new one. So therefore, you'll forget everything you've already learned.
Yeah,
You've said that. That was your own explanation.
Knowledge needs at least the chance of application, not just flicking through a book and seeing everything. Unless you're Rain Man, that's not knowledge.
What have you learned?
Since when?
Well, since we've been in the last year.
Matthew asked him this question on the way here. Okay, he said, "What's the last film you saw, Carl?" He went, "What do you mean?" I said, "You can't be more specific." What's the last film you saw, Carl? That is all the information you need.
What do you mean?
He said, "What do you mean?"
But I just kind of meant, there's a lot, you see in adverts of films all the time.
Didn't ask that.
That's not what he meant,
No.
though. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows
Yeah,
that's
what's
what
the
you
last
saw. That's what you saw.
Yeah.
Edge of Darkness, Mel Gibson. That's my answer. Boom. What's the last thing you learned? Tell me something you've learned in the last year that is a really useful, interesting tidbit.
It's not like that though. I might have learned to do a bit of plastering.
Yeah.
I've put coving up.
It's good.
I've done electrics.
Absolutely
It's
brilliant.
not a fact.
No, more. That is.
But that's not what you're talking about then. You haven't inflamed him. You don't inflame him to do some coving.
But that is more useful in the world than pointless facts of people who go through things to win
don't
quizzes.
say that we've educated him, because we haven't. We've got nothing to do with the COVID.
No, but he realised that he was wasting his time. He realised on a podcast that he was worthless. I called him up once, right? We're doing another podcast. It said #1. It's like the 10th we put, and now we've got this. We're being sold around the world. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Just putting some shit out of a drain." Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. But they're the things I like doing, because at the end of the day, you've done something. You haven't had to pay someone else to do it.
Yeah.
That's what I ate. Being ripped off.
Yeah.
I hate that. That's what's important to me, keeping my hand in.
Yeah.
In some shit.
Yeah. It's up to your elbow,
Not
you
just
say.
sat in a room talking like this, because this isn't a proper thing, is it? It's not a proper job, this. I like something where you can stand back and go, "I've fixed that.
Yeah.
I've done that." That's like going back to basics, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what cavemen were like. Done that, sorted that.
We've got a system where we're just shitting everywhere. We need to invent a toilet.
Yeah. You don't get it because you don't do it. I've never called you up and you've had your hand down a drain full of shit. You've never done it.
No, I call a plumber.
Yeah, but you're getting ripped off. Call out charge, 80 quid.
Yeah. Oh, the joke's on me, innit?
Doesn't matter.
Joke's on me. I didn't pay a fucking thing.
It's just what I enjoy doing, really. It's the
Brilliant.
manual bit. But I can't think of a fact. Like
Do you know what he said? In a couple of years' time, he'd like to get a little part-time job in B&Q.
Why wait a couple of years? Just get going now.
It's just that I'm down there a lot. That's where I sort of like to wander.
So if you're
There's
down
always
there,
a new tool that I didn't know was out. Yeah, I can see myself sort of working
job
there when
down
I'm
there.
older. Yeah.
What
I mean,
sort
I
of
help
age?
people now. Like, if I
40?
hear people, I overhear old people saying, "Oh, I'm struggling finding the coat hooks," and I go, "Aisle 4."
you might as well get paid for it. Yeah.
I love it.
Oh dear.
Home base.
What, home base or B&Q?
Prefer home base.
Do you?
I can never find any staff in home base.
Can't you have 2 part-time jobs? Because you could do what, half in B&Q, half in home base.
Co-ops are a different place in B&Q though.
Yeah.
Confusing. Wasn't
What's
it?
your ideal job now? If someone said you can do anything you want, it's a 40-hour week, you get paid whatever you're earning now, what do you want to do?
No, I'd like to do anything. I've always said about being a surgeon or a doctor.
That's not going to happen, mate. That is not going to happen.
No, but you said I could be anything.
No, but given your abilities,
Well,
getting
Home
shout
base.
drains. Yeah.
no, I know, but that's what I'm saying. I know I'm not,
Well, why don't you go to medical school?
I think it's too late now.
Well, you probably now with your profile, you could probably have a little go. You know what I mean? They let celebrities, like pilots always go, "Do you want to come up the cockpit?"
No, it will
With me.
happen. I think that's like the next X Factor style thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the next thing to do.
Yeah.
It's a way of getting new people interested, young people into jobs that we need cover for. We've got loads of singers now.
Yeah, we don't need another singer.
Well,
No one's going,
singers.
"Oh, I need another singer." No.
I'm sick of it. Everyone's singing. It's like we're living in an opera now. Everyone's singing more
Yeah.
than they're talking.
They did a survey, it was on the radio yesterday, amongst kids. 54% of them said they wanted to be famous when they grew up. 15% wanted to go into either doctors or nurses. 54% just wanting to be famous. Non-specific.
I
Bad,
could be a
isn't it?
famous doctor. I prefer to be a famous doctor than known for doing what we do.
Which one? Dr. Crippen? Dr. Dre?
Just a good one that everyone goes, he's good.
Dr. Fox is the best.
Yeah.
Just a brain surgeon. Hearts. Be good, that. Be a good feeling at the end of the day.
Not for their family, it wouldn't.